All right, guys, let twos. You know you're a let two because you're second year JROTC. Hopefully you know that by now. All right, half of y'all missed class the week before Thanksgiving, and then more than half of you missed this week. Guys, you got a quiz tomorrow, Thursday. So I'm posting this. Hopefully you watch it. If you don't, okay. But this quiz is over in the Unit 2 textbook. Leadership Attributes starts on page 12. So let's get to it because we don't have a lot of time. All right, so we're talking about character. What is character? Character, look, there's character is who you are. It's what makes you who you are. It starts with your Army values. Army values, remember, it's 7 of them. They're right there. Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Spells out the acronym leadership, right? LDRSHIP. All right, think of honor. What is honor? It's all of the Army values rolled together. It's all of the Army values. So it's your loyalty to your country, your nation, your unit, your battle buddies, your family. That's loyalty. Duty is doing your job. To get the Medal of Honor, the Congressional Medal of Honor, the highest award to military, you have to show the loyalty. You have to show duty beyond what's reasonably expected of you. It's going above and beyond the call of duty. You have to show respect, selfless service. Guys, most of y'all know the Congressional Medal of Honor. If you have been awarded or get awarded that, most of the time you're dead. All right, you gave the ultimate sacrifice. You jumped on a grenade. You did something that most reasonable people wouldn't do. All right, but you did it anyway. You overcame your own fears. That's that personal courage. And then you did it with integrity. You did it within the rules and law of land warfare. There are rules to fighting wars. So if you do all of that, that may get you the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's why honor, it's all of the Army values. And if you paid attention, I just explained what each value is. All right. So under character, you have Army values. Empathy. What is empathy? Go back to the first week of school. All right. It's putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. It's not feeling sorry for somebody. It's being able to understand them so that you can communicate better with them. All right. Anticipating their needs, their feelings. That's empathy. Warrior ethos, service ethos. What is an ethos? First off, an ethos is nothing more than your beliefs, the beliefs that you, your group, or your organization has. That's an ethos. I should move my screen. An ethos, there it is. It's the beliefs of a person, group, or organization. Again, guys, we all should have a pretty similar service ethos. We're all in ROTC together, JROTC here. In the Trotwood JROTC, we have that selfless service. That's why we did the food or the Christmas gifts last year, and before that we did family baskets and we did the Thanksgiving giveaways. All why? Because we want to help our community. That's our service ethos. The warrior ethos, everybody has their own warrior ethos. Mine is probably way different than you all's, just because of the way I've been brought up in the military. My warrior spirit, my warrior beliefs are probably a little bit different than yours. All right, but now let's talk about discipline. We all have to be able to control our behavior. We got to control our emotions. We can't let angry outbursts get the better of us. As much as I may want to yell, scream, and holler, yeah, okay, sometimes I do. But I may want to do it every day, but it may only happen once a quarter. All right, I do my best to keep it under control. Because as a leader, yelling and screaming is not helping anything. It's not helping fix a situation. If anything, it escalates a situation. So as a leader, have that discipline, keep that in mind, all right, because a disciplined leader can lead their team better. All right, so that's why you got to work on that character building, all right? Then you got to work on your presence. Presence is nothing more than how people perceive you and what you do. That is your presence, your military and professional bearing. Think back to Tuesdays in formations. How many of y'all during parade rest, you stood head nod straight ahead, mouths closed? Not a lot of you. Made formations go even longer and longer. Why? Because we were flapping our gums instead of standing there and doing the right thing. All right. So the bearing wasn't there. I said before, you got a group of soldiers over here looking like Joe the Ragbag, being disrespectful and not doing the right thing. And then over here is a group of leaders. Find the ones being disrespectful, look like Joe the Ragbag. I bet you 99.9% of the time, he's the leader of that other group. Your followers, your subordinates will act and behave the way you do. Guys, when it comes to your presence, your professionalism, think about how you look, think about how you act. If you're still sagging, one. If you're sagging, spell it backwards. That's the way the world perceives you. I don't care. You'd be the honor roll valedictorian. You could be the #1 student here at Trotwood Madison High School. We'd be #1 student in Centerville High School. It doesn't matter. Pick a high school. You'd be #1 student in the state of Ohio. But if you're sagging, walk around with hoodies and bandanas, stereotypical minority, what are people thinking of you? Spell sagging backwards. That's what they think you are. So watch your presence, watch your bearing. People will react and treat you differently based on how you act and present yourself. I promise you, they will. All right. Fitness, you got to be physically fit. As a leader, if you cannot handle when the stress comes, and trust me, stress will come. And when the chips are down, you're tired, you're hungry, lack of sleep, no sleep. If you're not in shape, it's harder to deal with it. It's harder to deal with it. Get yourself in shape. If you're physically fit, stay physically fit, work out every day, every other day, whatever your plan is, you got to do it. Don't complain. Don't make excuses. Don't do any of that. Be the best you can and just go do it. If you believe in a higher power, higher being, make sure your spiritual fitness is straight as well, because that's going to help you when the chips are down, when the stress is high. It's going to help you with your confidence. It's going to help you get through those tough times. And as a leader, tough times, I promise you, will come. You have to have the confidence. Which leader do you want to follow? Hey guys, I think we should do this. What do you think? Or do you want to follow the leader? Hey, here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do it. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know about you, but I want to follow the other guy. Why? Because he at least sounded confident. It sounded like he knew what he was talking about. Be confident in yourself. That's why I asked how many stars on the flag? 50? Are you asking me or telling me? Be confident. You know the answer. Your subordinates want to follow somebody who's confident, not somebody who's wishy-washy. All right? Your resilience, week 2 of school. Go back to resilience. What is it? It's bouncing back. You're going to take an L in life. Guys, if you're a leader, you're going to lose. I promise you, you're going to take an L. I think it was The Rock who said it. Hey, I don't mind losing. Who wants to lose? Nobody wants to lose. But you have to lose in order to succeed. You have to lose in order to succeed, because the only way you get better is to lose, learn from it, and get better. But if you get an L and you quit, you always wonder, what if? For me, I told you my story, 1999. To this day, I wonder, what if? What if I went left instead of right? I went right and said I quit. What if I went left and continued on? What would my life look like now? I don't know. But I can promise you what it looks like now is a struggle sometimes, because I think back to 1999 and it has changed the way and who I am, as far as I will never, ever, 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 ever quit something in my life. I don't care how bad it gets. I don't care how tough it is. I'm going to die before I say I quit. I tap out. I'm not going to quit, because I don't ever want to feel that what if. I don't ever want to feel that again. All right, intellect. When it comes to your intellect, there's a couple things on intellect. It's your mental agility, your sound judgment, innovation, interpersonal tact, and your expertise. That mental agility, folks, how do you perceive, how inquisitive? Guys, if you're focused like here and you don't care about learning anything new, that's all you're going to know. I'm a sociologist by trade. That was my undergraduate degree. I just want to know everything. I want to know everything about everybody and why they do what they do. And I want to learn. And I'm always reading books, listening to audio books, watching the news, always trying to learn something new every day. Why? Because if you don't learn something new every day, you wasted a day. It's my opinion. Learn something new, guys. Get from here to here. Be inquisitive. That's why on Tuesdays during inspections, I say, I don't want to hear about Trotwood won the football game. Let's expand our horizons. It's a big, bad world out there. Learn more. The more you know, the more you grow. It's a commercial, isn't it? Come on now, stick with me. All right, so be inquisitive. All right, think outside the box. All right, because once you are inquisitive, the more you know, you can make better decisions, sound judgment. Guys, the more decisions you're able to make, the more leadership you have, the more you're going to have to make. If this is all you know, this is the breadth and scope of your knowledge, then this is all you can choose from. But if you know this much, you can make even wiser decisions. If you know this much, even more. The more you know, the more you grow. All right. No decision is a decision. All right. My staff knows, don't put me on the spot. I don't want to make a decision on the spot. Remember, I'm a planner. But if I have to, I will. Why? Because I've experienced a lot in this world. I've been around the world and I've seen a lot of things. I can make a decision. But if I have time to sit back for 15 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes, let me think about it, I can come up with a better decision. And then what happens if you make the decision and it's wrong? You said go here and it's a wrong decision. You made that sound judgment. Your gut said go right. You made it. You realize it's wrong. Bounce back and say, hey, folks, I made a wrong decision. We need to go left. Here's how we need to steer the ship now. It's okay. That's resiliency. Keep on going. Innovation. All right, think outside the box, be creative. Don't be afraid to try new things. I remember we had concession stand. We had Todd, a former cadet, an alumni, came back and said, after we had all these foods sitting on the counter and everybody said, we don't know who it goes to, we made slips. First time we used it, it worked okay. Second time was better. Why? It was color coded. This color went to this register, this one went to this register. We put names on it and it became better. And guys, it's a new thing. Why? I, as a leader, didn't come up with it. Someone else, a former student, came up with it. I was just smart enough to try it. Don't be afraid to try new things. All right. Interpersonal attack, guys. Here's the time I'm going to tell you: do as I say, not as I do. Because, guys, I'm really bad at this. All right, I've gotten a lot better. But look, there's things in the back of my head. Just want to just come out. I can't say it. I just can't. All right. I know I can't warn your high school students. It'd be wrong and inappropriate. Just like there's some things you all say to me that's wrong and inappropriate. Why? Because we're from different places, different backgrounds, different everything, social, emotional, economic, name it. For me, the N-word, y'all know, don't say that around me. You can say it with your mom, your dad, your grandma, grandpa, and it may, hey, everybody may in your family use it. Don't use it around me. We're from a different place. It's not a term of endearment to me. It never will be. Because the way I was raised and what I was raised and how I was raised, when I had Klansmen calling me that, yeah, I've had enough Klansmen in my life that I really don't need any more. And I definitely don't need to hear it from somebody that looks like me. And I know there's some things I can't say to you. Why? I can be harsh and it could offend you. It could hurt your feelings. It may crush you. It could be a devastating blow to you. You could say things to me that could be the same way. That's that interpersonal attack. We got to find ways so we can say what we want to say, but say it in such a way that we are not hurting other people's feelings or making them mad. Because again, people start getting mad, the discipline goes out the window. All right. And then the expertise, guys, you got to be an expert. You may not be the subject matter expert. Look, I've been using Zoom since March, April, since COVID started. I am not an expert at it. I can help you all through some of the processes when you say, Colonel, it's not working. But after I help you to the extent that I know, I'm smart enough to know as a leader, say, hey, I've exhausted all my knowledge and expertise and training on this. But hey, Mr. Benton, media specialist, he's had more training than I have, and he's a better expert. It's time to go to him and ask him for help now. And those of you who have done that have been able to succeed and get back on Zoom and get your computers fixed, whatever the case is. Guys, that's what a leader does. Guys, it was down and dirty, short and sweet. But hey, come to class, come to class, come to class. Quiz is coming up. Good luck.